Hey everybody, this is Lewis Porter Jr. It is early. It's like 6 something, 6:08, 6:08 on March 22nd, 2013. And since I haven't done a video in a long time, I said I think I'll do a video. And I want to talk about something that I've never heard anyone talk about in this industry, specifically the PDF industry, let alone the RPG industry. And that's right. What's going to happen long term with your success? And I mean the sense of, how are you going to plan for your retirement? Yeah, I know people are like, okay, Lewis, why are you talking about retirement? I'm talking about games. But then I thought about it. We don't really talk about that side of the industry. We don't talk about what's going to happen when we're 55, 65, 75. How are we going to earn income doing that? What are we going to do? How are we going to plan for that? So I decided I'm going to talk about it today. My wife and I are big, huge followers of Susie Orman, and since I work for a credit union, if you didn't know, I've always been about the concept of getting out of debt. I believe that you don't have to make a lot of money if you don't have any debt, because really, no debt, no need for a lot of money, and you can kind of structure yourself that way. And I think that for long-term purposes, we in this industry don't think about our future. We don't think about what's it going to be like when we are in our 50s, because I'll be 43 this year. 50 is only 7 years away from me, and that's not very far. And, I have a new son. He's going to go to college. I've got a good job, but also I want to look at my company, Lewis Porter Jr. Design, as something to help, my retirement. So what I've been doing as of late is I opened up a Roth IRA, and 10% of whatever money we bring in for the company, I put that in the IRA. I've been thinking about, if you just take that money that comes in and just put it in and don't even think about it, it doesn't affect anything. And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be something that is a hassle or something you've got to deal with. It's got to be something very quick and easy. And I think that's been the best solution for myself. And I think, a lot of us don't have, if you're in this industry and you're still working in this industry for, in your 50s, you definitely have to think long term. I mean, with healthcare, which is another discussion itself, you're going to need money when you retire, because you're not going to be able to do this all the time in your 60s and 70s. And not everyone wants to hire you at that age. You don't even want to work at that age. So I think we've got to really start thinking about our long-term survival and financial survival, really. So I'm hoping more people will start talking about this, and we just talk about this in general to each other, and what we can do and how we can think smarter. I mean, I know a lot of us have accountants for our business, but how many of us deal with guys who do financial planning for us long term? How many of us think, how can my business help me financially long term for retirement? And I just think we just need to talk about that and have a discussion. I don't want to bring this as a downer subject, because I know a lot of people are like, oh God, he's talking business and I don't care, I just want to make games. Well, this is part of it, because there is a large section of people who do this kind of work. I mean, not just RPGs, but comic books, video games, really people in the entertainment business who don't have a security net. They're living paycheck to paycheck, and they're one paycheck away from poverty. One serious illness, one serious accident, something bad happens, and that can be it. And I think that's something that we as an industry need to think about long term. We need to think about how we can help each other long term, because that's really the important part, helping each other. We've all got bits and pieces of knowledge, but putting it together, we can have some really powerful thoughts and concepts, and just ways to help ourselves. That's it. That's all I'm talking about. So, think about what you're going to do. I got a couple books on my bookshelf that I thought were, let me grab them. You know me. I'm always grabbing something off the bookshelf. I bought these a couple of years ago, and I think these are very good books. This one is probably one of the best ones to start. It's the Wall Street Journal Personal Finance Workbook. This cost me less than $15, and it's got a lot of great information to get you started. Your retirement planning, investment, just at least give you some information that you may or may not know. Written by Jeff. This went to a blur. Opdyke. Just something you can take a look at. The smaller one, which I like, Wall Street Journal, complete from same guy. More information. This one also. This one was about $15. Yeah, hair. Hair in there. Ugh, can't stand hairs. There's a lot of good information. Just think about what you're going to do and your financial freedom. This is important. Financial freedom is the most important thing. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm a big believer of that. And the other part, this is one of my actually favorite books that I think that if you do your business right, this could be another piece. I use this book to also help me get the house that I'm living in currently. Just a lot of information. If you've never bought a house, you don't know what to do about buying a house, you don't understand about buying a house, great book to read, lots of good information. It's simple, it's not over your head complex, you're not scratching your head. Another one, $15. So those are 3 good books you can pick up to think about your financial future. And like I said, and if you're not sure what to do, I would suggest go to your local credit union. I work for a credit union. I think it's a great company. I think credit unions have a better mindset than banks, and they have your interest more in mind than a bank does. Check out your local credit union, sit down, talk with them, see if they can help. You can usually get better rates than you would get from a bank. That's something you might want to just check out. All right. Since it's so early, I'm going to get out of here. I got work to do, and I got to get the garbage out. It's Friday. It's garbage day. But, think about your future. Think about what you're going to do in retirement. Think about how you're going to fund your retirement. That's going to be important. All right. I'll talk to you all later.